masks will help combat the spread of the virus, and if you don't have them, the city can help.
We're going into a time of the year when we're going to be inside with friends and family. We're going to have a lot more indoor activities, and it's important that we take those steps to mitigate the spread of that infection, and masks are one of the ways you can do that. If anybody out there in the city of Ottawa need masks, the city has them. All they have to do is contact our offices. We'll see that you get them, or you can call up a commissioner and tell them you need a box. The commissioner will call us, and we'll make sure that you get those masks.
The city bought a very large supply of masks with the CARES Act money they received from the state of Kansas and the federal government. Call City Hall if you need them. Garnett Area Chamber of Commerce organizers have announced the grand marshals for the upcoming Christmas parade and are still encouraging entries from businesses, civic groups, families, and others for floats in this year's event. The 50th annual edition of the Garnett Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade with the theme Golden Christmas Memories 50 Years of Joy takes place beginning with a nighttime downtown lighting ceremony at 6:30 the evening of Saturday, November 28th, and will be led by Grand Marshals Chris and Natasha Getz. Entry forms for the 50th annual Christmas parade are available at City Hall, the Chamber of Commerce, or online at garnettchamber.org. The Garnett Area Chamber of Commerce invites everyone to enter, participate, and help celebrate 50 years of Christmas parades and community spirit. The exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast: tonight, clear skies with a low around 51, a south wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For Saturday, sunny with a high near 72, a south wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. For Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 73, breezy conditions with a south wind at 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. And for Monday, a 20% chance of rain afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 72, a south wind at 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30. And now you're up to date. I'm Andy Moore, KOFO News.
It's time now for Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO with your host,
Yes!
Bob Johnson.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
What do you mean I gotta put down the Mad Magazine? We're not doing a show this week. What? We are? We're on now? I'm live? Oh, hi. Well, welcome into Friday Night Lights. I'm Bob Johnson, and we get ready to talk about high school football this evening as the state playoffs roll on. And, well, they had to call for the righty out of the bullpen and to bring on a little football flair for you on a Friday night. There's some alliteration for you. Football flair Friday. Alliteration. That's right. Liberal arts education in action right there, everybody. Welcome in as we get ready to discuss what's going on here football-wise. Of course, tonight we won't be airing any football per se, but we will keep you updated on scores. Casey Weeder will take over at 6:45 as he has the Ottawa University Lady Braves on the road taking on the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes in Salina. And so we'll keep you updated as the evening goes on. Plus, you can go to the KOFO Sports page where we will post scores as soon as they become final. And you can also tune in at 10 o'clock as long as the Lady Braves game doesn't run that long, which it shouldn't. I would imagine that if it did, it would probably be at least a 3 or 4 overtime thriller in that case. But I know. Don't speak it. I get it. But at 10 o'clock tonight, Eric Peterson takes the air with the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show, where he'll have wrap-ups from the action going on in the round of, well, let's see, is this, this is regionals, I do believe. Yeah, the regional round in state playoff football. And a little rusty, I thought I would not be here this evening, and getting ready for my broadcast tomorrow of Ottawa University Braves football as they go to Wichita to take on the Friends Falcons. But I am here, and let's talk some football. So we're going to start in 8-man Division 2. So Colony Crest, who is the number 1 seed out of District 1, they picked up a big victory over Wakefield last week, 56-26, to run the record to 9-0. And so they're going to take on rival Hartford, who defeated St. Paul High School 62-12. So Colony Crest at 9-0 take on Hartford, who is at 6-3. This game is in Colony this evening, so we will keep you up to date on that one. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the Hanover-Axtell matchup, and this should be a fun one, as Hanover 7-0 on the year and Axtell at 7-2, so that should be a fun one. The winner of those two games, Colony Crest Hartford and Hanover Axtell, will play in the sectional next Friday night, and as they keep pushing towards a possible final berth. Other action in the area, well, Lebo and Waverly in a Coffee County rivalry will face each other tonight. Lebo at 9-0 on the year. They can't come off of a 58-0 victory over Chitopa. I like saying Chitopa. Chitopa. And Lebo picked up the win. And Waverly, they went across, well, maybe it was more Merdazine Valley, went across county lines into Coffee County, and they got ran out as Waverly throttled Melvern's Merdazine High School 66-32. So Waverly now 6-3 on the year. They're going to get in their bus and putter down I-35 until they get to Lebo, and they will take on Lebo as this one a 7 o'clock kick. The winner of this one, well, they will get the Beloit St. John's High School, Tipton Catholic High School, Frankfurt High School winner. Yeah, that's a lot right there. That was one school in the Beloit St. John's High School, Tipton Catholic High School. The winner of that one takes on Frankfurt tonight, and those two teams play tonight. The winner of those will take on the winner of the Lebo Waverly game, and that is for a trip to the semifinals next week. So a lot riding on this one here this evening. Of course, this again is the 8-man Division 2 bracket that we're looking at. So some exciting football in the Coffee County area and also Anderson County area this evening. And now we're going to move up one rung of that ladder. We're going to reach up with our hands, and we're going to grab for that rung and go to Class 1A. And so coming up this week in 1A is Linden High School at 7-2. They defeated Horton last week 57-6. And now they'll take on Jefferson County North, who is also 7-2, as they just dismantled Northern Heights 72-0. I hadn't seen a dismantling like that since I saw the former Soviet republics fall off with the into communism in the late 80s and early 90s. The dismantling that fell right there. So the winner of this Linden-Jefferson County matchup tonight will get the winner of Centralia and Wabunsee. That one in Centralia, and they will meet next week. And of course, depending upon who wins will also depend upon where that game's played. So Linden and Jefferson County North will take on Centralia and Wabunsee. Of course, Centralia, this is their first game in the playoffs. They had a bye last week, and so we'll see if they're a little rusty or not. Maybe not, but that is a look at our 1A bracket right there. So Linden at 7 o'clock taking on Jefferson County North Starship. You'll like that. Jefferson Starship, Jefferson County North Starship. I was more a favorite of Jefferson County North Airplane than Jefferson County North Starship. But nevertheless, a chance to go to that next round, the quarterfinals in the 1A bracket. So as we reach up with our other hand now to grab that rung, we move to 2A. And, well, Wellsville comes into tonight's game and they have a tall task ahead of them. And they have to go to Pittsburgh to take on St. Mary's Colgan. St. Mary's Colgan, the number 1 seed out of District 1, Wellsville, the 2 seed out of District 2, and they will face off against each other this evening. Pittsburgh last week was able to, it was a squeaker, as they were able to beat Eureka 51-7, and it was a squeaker there, close, but Pittsburgh, St. Mary's Colgan able to move to that next round of the bracket, while Wellsville played Riverton, a game we had for you here on the mothership and also on KOFO.com, as they were able to beat Riverton 28-22. So now the 4-4 Eagles take on the Purple Dragons of Pittsburgh St. Mary. Oh wait, no, that's just St. Mary's Colgan. Never mind. There, Pittsburgh High is the Purple Dragons. Excuse me, I made a mistake. So the winner will move on to the sectional and the quarterfinals next week. Now the winner of that matchup between St. Mary's Colgan and Wellsville will get the winner of Rossville and Atchison Moore Hill Prep. Say that really fast. And this one is, it is just two behemoths in 2A coming together to meet head to head. It's the irresistible force taking on the immovable object that is between Rossville and Moore Hill. Rossville at 9-0, Moore Hill at 8-0, and they get the winner of the St. Mary's Colgan Wellsville matchup this evening. Now, Osage City, they were to play tonight. But guess what happened? Closed. Fredonia had to forfeit, and so Osage City has already punched their ticket to the quarterfinals next week. This game was supposed to be at Osage City, but Fredonia not able to play, and so Osage City at 9-1 on the season, 9-1, they get to take on the winner of Nemaha Central and Silver Lake. Nemaha Central at 6-2, Silver Lake at 6-1, and that's going to be a tall task for the Indians of Osage City, who pick up the victory this week because their game was
closed.
And so Osage City already there into the quarterfinals, and congratulations to them as they were able to move on. So that is a look all the way through the 2A brackets, and we will take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we'll take a look at the 3A and 4A bracket and break that down a little bit. Maybe if we can rub Casey Weeder's head just the right way and speak nicely to him, he may join us to discuss the women's basketball game coming up also. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can't coerce him to come on the air and discuss some basketball. But we'll take our first break of the night. You're listening to Friday Night Lights here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. You're always just minutes away from news and weather on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Tonight it's going to be clear with a low of 51. Tomorrow sunny with a high of 72. Tomorrow night becoming overcast with a low of 53. Sunday partly sunny and breezy with a high of 73. Sunday night overcast with a low of 58. Monday, a 20% chance of showers afternoon, partly sunny with a high of 72. Monday night, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm after midnight, overcast with a low of 46. In Wellsville, it's 67. In Linden, it's also 67. At the Ottawa Municipal Airport, wind is out of the south at 10. Humidity is 54%. Barometric pressure is 30.06 and trending downwards. It's clear and 64 at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
When it comes to assisted living, cost is always a top concern. But Rock Creek of Ottawa wants to put the cost at the bottom of your list by offering 3 months of assisted living at half price. Assisted living at Rock Creek for married couples or singles include laundry services, dining, on-site therapy, free transportation, medication and daily living assistance, and much, much more. All at half price for 3 months. Call 785-242-5399 or visit rockcreekofottawa.com. Rock Creek of Ottawa, you're the reason we're here.
We know the snow is coming. The only surprise is how much will we see this winter. Your local home base has you covered with U.S.-made Aaron snow blowers, starting at $777 for the 21-inch professional snow blower to the 30-inch Platinum Show snow blower coming in at $1,857. But if you're looking for real savings, check out the 20-inch Deluxe Show snow blower, a low $1497 loyalty price. All will get the job done, and all are on sale now at Ottawa Home Base, South Princeton Circle Drive. Sell good through November 8th. See more at homebaseusa.com.
Each harvest season, there are injuries and fatal accidents when farm equipment comes in contact with overhead power lines. Evergy wants to remind our community farmers to stay safe during this year's harvest. By taking a few simple safety measures, you can avoid accidents and ensure a successful season. Look up and look out for power lines when operating your farm equipment. For safety tips and to learn more, visit evergy.com/community/safety. Evergy, moving energy forward.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Hi, this is Brandon at the ORC. Are you looking for a great way to get into shape? Check out yoga or taekwondo, or sign up for a personal training session. Are you a senior looking to be active? The ORC is now partnering with Silver Sneakers and Renew Active. Check with your insurance to see if you are eligible. Youth basketball and youth cheer, as well as EU or after-school program are here for school-aged children, along with several other programs for children and adults of all ages. Make sure to check us out on Facebook or give us a call at 242-1939. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
In these times of uncertainty, State Farm has the stability you need. This is Ryan Disbro, your local State Farm agent at 504 West Redbud in Garnett. We know that right now your normal isn't the normal it used to be, but we want you to know that your risk advisors at State Farm are here to help guide you through these unprecedented times. Our commitment to you is to be the peace of mind you need. We encourage you to follow guidelines for proper hygiene and social distancing. You're welcome to visit our office or call 785-448-1660. And you can always find more information online at ryandisbro.com.
This is Casey Brady, Director of Communications for Franklin County with Coronavirus Guidance. If you must be out for essential functions or to get essential items, Dr. Bud Ransom, Public Health Officer, encourages the use of cloth masks. Masks are important to protect those around you. Think of it as, I am wearing my mask to protect you from my germs, and you are wearing your mask to protect me from your germs. Again, this is Casey Brady with Franklin County. Stay home, stay well, stay safe.
So after some concourse and telling a few jokes and asking nicely, we have the man who is going to join us on the air right now to talk some Ottawa University Lady Braves basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the greatest broadcaster in the history of Ottawa University, Casey Weeder. Casey, welcome to the program.
Wow, that intro was fantastic, Bob. My goodness.
You know, it is my pleasure to have you on. The only man that is sanctioned and approved to do Ottawa University Braves basketball.
Well, I for sure am the only Brave fan allowed in the building tonight, so I feel pretty honored, to be quite honest with you.
So I hear they have you around McPherson to be able to call this basketball game.
I think it's actually, when I look at the direction, I'm probably closer to North Newton is where they have me. But you know what? I'm in the building. Kansas Wesleyan, David Tooley and Pat Strothman do a great job. I'm just glad to be here tonight. Being able to bring a little basketball to Brave Nation. And I know it's really tough right now. A lot of teams not playing women's volleyball and football. Football is going to play tomorrow, but men's basketball especially. Just glad to be in the building and being able to call something just because it's been so tough over the last couple of weeks for Ottawa University Athletics to get some games in.
The women's basketball team has had a little bit of a rough start to start the season, but they have shown some competitiveness and maybe a little bit of offense.
Offense for sure. I mean, right now, looking at everything, you've got 4 players averaging double figures, and it starts with a transfer. Haley Anderson, who's at 16 points a game. Liz Vaughn, the junior, been here, 3-year starter, 15 points a game. Mariah Grizzle at 12. Maddie McAvoy at 11. And coming into this one, they're taking on a Kansas Wesleyan team that has not shot the basketball very well, averaging just around 63 points a game. They've kind of got a piece of what I expect the Ottawa University men to experience here when they take the floor, whether it's next week or the week after, which is having that target on your back as the defending KCAC regular season champs. You're going to get the best from everybody, and they went into Winfield and got everything they could handle down going into the fourth quarter, came back to win that game. They've got some senior leadership, but I think Ottawa has a really good chance here, if this becomes a back and forth, up and down game, to really put it to Kansas Wesleyan and maybe come out of here with a win.
What is the major difference so far in what you're seeing with this team as opposed to a year ago?
It might just be a little bit of offensive mentality. It's the skills have always been there. They brought in a couple guards, Haley Anderson especially, at 5'7", and I think we see a little bit of what Coach Tarnisha Scott, the type of player she's looking for. 5'7" makes Haley Anderson a very difficult guard. If you want to put her at the 2 or the 3, at times she did have to play the 4 or the 5. Haven't seen the bigs yet really get involved, the transfer bigs that Ottawa brought in, but you see glimpses of it. And if they can just rebound the basketball and stay away from the turnovers, this is a team that can easily make the KCAC tournament and have a chance to be in that top 8 when the season ends. But a very tough task here tonight in Salina. But Ottawa's been in both games. You look at that matchup against Park, they were in it going into the fourth quarter. Ottawa battled back on Wednesday to get it within 5 in the fourth. Just have to find that final gear, and this team's still learning how to win, Bob. The seniors that are on this team have not had a winning season before, but as I talked to Bruce about on Wednesday in the pregame, they lost 9 games by less than 5 points last year. So it's just taking that next step, learning how to win, finish games strong, and you look at what Coach Scott's background, being at Xavier, down to Louisiana, a top NAIA D1 program. She's going to bring that. The defensive intensity is there. She said they had some defensive breakdowns Wednesday, but I like the fact that they incorporate a little bit of a press, try and speed teams up a little bit more, something a little bit different than what we've seen in teams past.
Obviously something for the rest of the KCAC to try to get used to, because even though it is a defensive style, it seems to be a little bit of a different style than what maybe the teams taking on the Ottawa University basketball team are used to seeing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you look at the players that are on this team from previous years, and you're really trying. You've usually get 4 or 5 non-conference games. This team got 1 non-conference game, so they are still trying to learn about each other. That's one thing in the pregame last on Wednesday. I asked Coach Scott, how have you been able to try and build some camaraderie among this group when you haven't been able to do a whole lot of breakaway activities, go to the movies, do all the things that teams do to kind of get to know each other. So they're trying to do that in season. And when your second game is against the defending KCAC champs, you're going to take your lumps tonight. But if you can stop those runs and keep it from getting away from you at 10, 15, 20 points and just be there in the end, this team has the shooters. I mean, a year ago, this team was not knocking down 5 3-pointers a game where we are right now. They're getting to the free throw line, Bob. Basically, they've shot 37 free throws through 2 games. In both of those games, they were easily over 20 attempts, and this is something where I think they can build on that and hopefully turn that into some more offense. But you score 66 in your first game, 74 in the second game, and if they score 70 plus tonight, they're going to be there at the end. They just can't go through 5-6 minute stretches where they can't put the ball in the basket.
No, that is definitely the case, and that's something that we have seen in years past where the offense just kind of goes dormant for a while, but hopefully they're able to kind of get it together. Casey, you mentioned they only had one non-conference game. Was that something due to COVID restrictions, or was that just the way the schedule fell?
I think it's a mix of both. Last year I believe they had 4 non-conference games, so you add in that Heart of America Challenge where you play Baker and Benedictine, and then you had one more. Ottawa does actually have a non-conference game next Tuesday before they play Oklahoma Wesleyan on Friday. Of course, that's always pending. As looking at the KCAC slate tonight, Bob, 5 games have now been postponed on the ladies' side. And several more on the men's side, as we know, with our men not being able to play the first 2 games of the season. But I think you compete tonight, whether you win or lose. If you're within 10 points, I think you feel really good about tonight. You play against Graceland on Tuesday, and then get ready for Oklahoma Wesleyan on the road next Friday. But the more games this team plays, the more confidence they're going to have in each other and trusting each other. And for me, I feel like this team has started to trust each other a little bit already, averaging 14 assists per game. Last year, Ottawa averaged under 10. They were at 8.5 a year ago, and I think that's coming from some creation, trying to push the pace of the game, get out in the front court, attack the basket, and that sets up well for the players that were here before Coach Scott here, and Coach Scott came to Ottawa, and then the players she brought in, and I think that fits the system really well for players like Liz Vaughn, like Jennifer Anthony, and then we've seen it already with Haley Anderson. This team got a lot of and-one opportunities on Wednesday night, and they're going to go out against some bigs tonight that if they can get players, like the KCAC Player of the Year of a year ago, Kelsey Hens, the 6'1 junior, or Amanda Hill, get them in foul trouble. This team is not very deep at the post position, and Ottawa can really take a chance to get after them early on.
Besides that being a key, what would be another one, Casey?
I think it's getting off to right now. They scored 20 points in 3 of the 4 quarters on Wednesday. It's you look at where this team is at. They have been able to hang within 5 points of their opponent in every quarter except for the second quarter. Ottawa needs to get into halftime down by less than 10. I think that's got to be a key for them tonight. When you look at what happened on Wednesday, Ottawa was fighting uphill the entire second half and just didn't have enough gas in the tank to finish it off against St. Mary. Coach Scott did everything she could. She called almost all of her timeouts in the second quarter to try and slow St. Mary down. And this is a Kansas Wesleyan team that really doesn't shoot the 3 very well coming into tonight. They're shooting 29% from deep, only averaging about 3.5 threes made a game. They're going to try and get on you on the glass. That's kind of their deal, averaging over 40 rebounds a game. Ottawa has to box out, can't allow second chance opportunities, another area where they got beat on Wednesday. But if they are close at halftime against a team that was receiving votes in the top 25 to start this year and the defending KCAC champs, they're going to feel really good about it. But when those chances come, like we saw on Wednesday, where you're wide open in the corner for 3, you got to shoot better than 3 of 18 from the 3-point line, and on the road those threes can really carry you, like we saw from our men a year ago. I mean, you put the ball in the hole from deep 8, 9, 10 times a game, makes you so much more dangerous, and you really need to shoot a little bit better than 21%, which is where Ottawa's at on the year right now.
Well, and that has always been a struggle for this Lady Brave squad for a while, is shooting that 3-point ball. Casey, I appreciate you taking time out to join us, and we look forward to hearing your call at about when you hit pregame at about 6:45, 6:50-ish.
Appreciate it, Bob. I'll come on anytime you're hosting.
Oh, I appreciate that. That makes me feel so special. That is Casey Weeder joining us here for Friday Night Lights. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we'll take a look at the 3A and 4A brackets, high school football-wise. You're listening to Friday Night Lights here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Hey, it's Rick.
And Joanna from the Pizza Village. You know, Rick, I don't give you enough credit for creating all those delicious kinds of pizza combinations you make.
Well, thanks. It's all about getting it right for each customer. The right crust, the meat, the veggies they want, then cooking it to its crispy goodness. I'm kind of like a pizza scientist.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Really? I make round food cut into triangles served in a square box.
Wow, like a mad pizza scientist.
Mwahaha.
Dine in, carry out, or delivery. 242-4515.
Pizza Village across the courthouse in downtown Ottawa.
The best pizza in town?
Any town.
As good neighbors, Vintage Park communities are doing their part to help stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus, which is especially important for their senior residents. Following recommended guidelines, Vintage Park communities are not allowing non-essential visitors at this time. For the residents at Vintage Park, it's not like home, it is home. So Vintage Park residents are practicing proper social distancing by staying at home. They ask that you please respect this restriction and remind you to wash your hands, cover your cough, and keep your distance by staying in your home. Thank you and be well from the communities at Vintage Park. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So picture this: your friends and family all gathered around the island in your beautiful brand new kitchen, or washing away the day's stress in your new luxurious bathroom. Remember the basement you referred to as the dungeon that's now been transformed into the most fun space in your home? You get the picture? You don't have to just see it in your mind. Make it happen and take a picture of your own. Just dial Dials. Dials Construction, 418-8211. Are you picturing that new renovation? Then dial Dials, 418-8211.
Hi, this is Brandon at the ORC. Are you looking for a great way to get into shape? Check out yoga or taekwondo, or sign up for a personal training session. Are you a senior looking to be active? The ORC is now partnering with Silver Sneakers and Renew Active. Check with your insurance to see if you are eligible. Youth basketball and youth cheer, as well as EU or after-school program are here for school-aged children, along with several other programs for children and adults of all ages. Make sure to check us out on Facebook or give us a call at 242-1939. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
T-Mobile for Business knows saving time and money is important for your business. That's why we're introducing Microsoft 365 on us, now included in our best business plans. With Office apps, Microsoft Teams, cloud storage, and more, Microsoft 365 on us gives you the tools you need to run your business. Stop by a T-Mobile store today. Qualifying plan required. Contact us to activate. 1 license per line, max 2 per account. Third-party terms apply. See T-Mobile.com for plan details.
Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. We talked to Monica Starks, who needed to hire for her company, GS Group.
As the owner of a construction company, finding the right people is a very difficult task. So I use ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter finds the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
With ZipRecruiter, we've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists.
And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you owe back taxes, there's a lot you need to know, starting with rule number 1. Don't mess with the IRS. They are cracking down this year by sending out heart-stopping letters, actively garnishing paychecks, levying bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. That's all true. But it's also true there's a way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative, an important government program for tax debt assistance. It's one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered, so now's the time. You could qualify for tax relief that saves you thousands, even tens of thousands. Nobody knows this program like the award-winning experts at Optima Tax Relief. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Don't mess with the IRS. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Friday Night Lights. We are rolling on here. We are in drive. Troubleshooting, technical support, bringing you football information, talking about basketball. We do it all on this show. We are your one-stop source for technical issues, football, basketball, computer questions. Don't ask us about the election. We're not smart enough to figure it out, apparently. Neither are they. By the way, if something was to happen to break tonight, I would imagine we might break in, and if there's any sort of speeches or anything about deciding a winner, so you definitely we'll try to keep it tuned and keep our ears tuned on all that. So, but we will bring you what, if anything breaks, we'll not only put it on the air, we will fix it. That's what we do here on Friday Night Lights. We talked some Ottawa University women's basketball. We've got Ottawa University Braves football tomorrow afternoon, starting with the hour-long pregame show. We will have Coordinator's Corner as we will talk with defensive coordinator Thomas Pearson and offensive coordinator Julian Mendez. We'll have a couple of player profiles with Keaton Rickard and Michael Amayo Jr. Our fireside chat with head coach Kent Kessinger. And we'll have your starting lineups and weather as we'll get you ready for the kickoff at 1 o'clock as the Braves on the road for another game, third in a row on the road. And they will take on the Friends Falcons, the Friends University Falcons in Central Kansas. So that'll be tomorrow afternoon, noon and 1, and I will have it for you as I'm even plotting my course to drive to Friends University. Do I spend a toll? Do I get toll? Do I take the toll roads? Do I not? It's something I'll have to decide. It's a big question. Big question. Well, let's take a look at the 3A state bracket now, as we've already hit the 4A bracket. No, we're doing 3A. We're going to do 3A. Never mind. We did 8-man. We did Division 1 and Division 2. Now let's take a look at that 3A bracket and a school that we will maybe pay a little bit of attention to. Prairie View is taking on Girard tonight. Prairie View's at 7-1. They beat Caney Valley 44-6. They took a cane to Caney Valley last week. And Girard, they knocked off the number 1 seed from District 1. And get this now, Girard 3-5 going into that game, knocked off 8-0 Columbus High School 29-18. So Prairie View and Girard will get it on, bang a gong, and get it on tonight in the regional. Winner will play next Friday. They'll take on Hayden or Perry Lecompton. Both teams are 8-1, and so that one leads to the quarterfinals next week. Baldwin High School coming in was just 2-4 into the state playoffs, and they were able to knock off Jeff West 40-12. And so now the 3-4 Baldwin Bulldogs will take on Holton High School, who was 7-1. They defeated Santa Fe Trail 62-25 in last week's first round matchup. And the winner of this one will get the winner of Burlington and Frontenac. Burlington at 8-1, Frontenac at 5-4. And so that is shaking up to will shape up to be a pretty good semifinal, especially if Holton and Burlington get through. That would be a 9-1 team to take on an 8-1 team. So interesting matchup there. And that is all the action locally for the 3A state bracket. Now we move to 4A, and of course Paola, they were able to move on to this week's regional. Ottawa High not able to play last week. The team was under quarantine, so Paola picked up the victory by forfeit, and they will take on St. James Academy, who upended Lewisburg 41-19. And Paola has faced nothing but tough tests all season long, and even even though St. James Academy is just 4-4, this one is going to be a tough one for the Panthers, who sit at 9-0. The winner will meet in next week's sectional, the winner of Basehor-Linwood and Eudora. Basehor-Linwood at 6-3 now after dethroning Atchison by the score of 35-16, while Eudora knocked off KC Piper in a big upset last week. Eudora was just 2-6 coming into that first round matchup, and they knocked off Piper 16-15, and now they take on Basehor-Linwood. And of course, the winner gets the winner of the Paola St. James Academy matchup in the quarterfinals next week. Now, a game that will be, we may keep an eye, we'll try to maybe keep an eye on, but you won't find the score on the KOFO website because it is two schools that are not in our listening area. But Bishop Miege at 3-4 now after defeating Chanute 64-17. They will take on Fort Scott, who is 7-0. Miege, the defending and reigning 4A state champions for several generations now. I'm just kidding. It feels like it, though. They will, those two teams will take on, and the winner will get the winner of the Tonganoxie-Lansing matchup. Tongi 8-1 now after defeating Labette County 48-28, and they get Lansing, who was able to burn Field Kinley by the score of 48-6. So that eastern side of the bracket here, some matchups that are quite tasty, and that we will work to keep an eye on. We'll do our best to pass some scores on to Casey Weeder as they come available. Again, remember, we will have the finals on the KOFO scores page. Go to KOFO.com. You're going to see a sports link at the top. Click on that sports link. You're going to use that little scroll wheel on your mouse. Go down a little bit. You're going to see the KOFO scores page. Click on that. Boom! You find scores right there. And we'll have those updated as we get them. And you can also get the scores tomorrow morning during KOFO News, during the sports. And don't forget about Eric Peterson at the 10 o'clock hour with the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show. So a lot of ways to get your information. But now I must bid you adieu as we have brought to you the information you need to know for high school football this week. I must go back into my cave, grab my Mad magazine, amuse myself, and now let the master broadcaster, Casey Weeder, to take the airwaves. I bid you adieu. Thank you for listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO is your sports source for East Central Kansas, and we welcome you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves women's basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Our Best Bank, Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, and by Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, and the Ottawa Herald. Now let's go courtside and join KOFO's Casey Weeder for Ottawa University Braves women's basketball.
And welcome to Mabee Arena in Salina, Kansas. And welcome to Ottawa University Braves basketball as the Ottawa University women take on the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes as the ladies get set to take on the defending KCAC regular season champions. And they come into tonight, Ottawa, at 0-2, 0-1 in the KCAC, coming off a tough loss at home to the University of St. Mary, 82-74 on Wednesday. Kansas Wesleyan coming off coming behind from behind on Wednesday at Southwestern as they traveled down to Winfield. Trailed for 3 quarters in that game, but came back to win it by a final of 64-57 as they come into this one 2-2, 1-0 in the KCAC. As we take a look at Ottawa's loss on Wednesday, Lady Braves shot the ball well. You look at the overall, Ottawa led at their final lead, was at 30-28 in the second quarter over St. Mary. But St. Mary went on that 17-5 run, and they led by 10 at half, 45-35. And then as Ottawa was outscored 19-10 in the second quarter. Braves finished 39% from the floor, 19% from behind the three-point line, and 64% from the free throw line. And so far, Haley Anderson, who is averaging 16 points a game, has been a budding star for this team as she scored 25 points, had 5 boards, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Mariah Grizzle and Liz Bond both finished with double figures as they had 14. Maddie McAvoy came off the bench to score 10. You look back at the kind of the enhanced stats for that game, and it tells you a little bit more. St. Mary did lead in fast break points 10-8, a 36-32 advantage, and points in the paint, and a 25-15 lead in bench scoring. Ottawa had the 15-14 edge in second chance points, and then both teams did score 15 points off of turnovers, and that's something Ottawa is continuing to improve on as they are averaging 15 turnovers a game. When you look back on Wednesday, they're able to keep that around 10 after having 20 in that first match up against Park. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at their opponent, the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Dribble in and shoot your way to success with ORC Youth Basketball, or show your team spirit with ORC Youth Cheer. Register online or in person by November 19th, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated, because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
Welcome back to the Ottawa University Women's Basketball pregame show as the Lady Braves get set to take on the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes from Salina and inside of Mabee Arena. The Coyotes with a record of 2-2, 1-0 in the KCAC. Started the season off slow with losses to Midland University 78-59 and to Bellevue University 77-54, but they have been able to right the ship as they've won 2 straight with victories over Central Christian College 77-60 and a come from behind win 64-57 against Southwestern as they trailed 47-44 after 3 quarters of play on Wednesday night, but then outscored the Builders 20-10 in the fourth quarter. Coyotes shot 37% from the floor, 23% from behind the three-point line, 70% from the foul line. Kelsey Hens got to the free throw line 13 times, connecting on 10 as she led the way for Kate Up with 18 points. Also had 13 rebounds. Amanda Hill finished with 17, and Gabby Mariba was the final Coyote in double figures as she scored 15. This team really goes through Amanda Hill and Kelsey Hens. Hill averaging 19 points a game and 2 steals. Kelsey Hens leads this team in rebounds with 12 and assists at 2.7, blocks at 1.5. As we get set for the national anthem here in just a second. This is the 85th meeting between Ottawa and Kansas Wesleyan. Braves do lead the series 43-41, but the Coyotes are on a 7-game winning streak. Last time Ottawa won against the Coyotes was January 21st of 2017. That one in Ottawa, 62-51, but have lost 5 straight here in Salina. That one win here in the new building here at the Mabee Arena was in 2016 when Ottawa won that game 67-56. That's going to wrap up our pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups and tip. You've been listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Being helpful is what Arvest Bank is all about, and part of being helpful is listening to our customers, which is why Arvest Go, our mobile app, was recently certified by J.D. Power for providing an outstanding mobile banking experience. You can easily pay friends, securely lock and unlock your cards, deposit checks, pay bills, and more. So download Arvest Go today. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Member FDIC. For J.D. Power 2020 certification info, visit jdpower.com/awards.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Ad paid for by OpenJar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown the chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-483-7571. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call us now at 800-483-7571. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-483-7571. That's 800-483-7571. Again, 800-483-7571.
Did you know a fire department responds to a fire every 24 seconds? First Alert is reminding you to be ready for the unexpected by installing smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level and in common spaces like the kitchen, especially if you're cooking more, and know how to use them. Protect your whole home with reliable protection you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maybe Arena here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan in Salina, Kansas. The Ottawa University Braves searching for their first victory of the season as the 0-2 Braves, 0-1 in the KCAC, take on the 2-2 Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes, 1-0 in the KCACs. We'll give you the starters for the for the hosting Coyotes. At forward, it'll be number 1 Kelsey Enns, your KCAC Player of the Year from a year ago, the 6'1 junior from Whitewater, Kansas, a transfer from Neosho Community College. At guard number 4, Mia Needles, a 5'7 junior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. At guard number 20, Gabby Mariba, a 5'8 sophomore from Allen, Texas. At guard number 24, Courtney Brockoff, a 5'8 junior from Hiawatha, Kansas. And at forward number 34, Amanda Hill, a 6-foot sophomore from Rossville, Kansas. For your Braves, at guard number 1, Maddie McAvoy, a 5'4 senior from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. At guard number 2, Haley Anderson, a 5'7 junior from Clinton, Utah, the transfer from Laramie County Community College. At guard number 3, Liz Vaughn, 5'10 junior from Kansas City, Kansas. And at forward number 4, Mariah Grizzle, a 6-foot junior from DeSoto, Kansas. And the one change in the starting lineup tonight from Wednesday, we will see the senior guard, number 14, Jennifer Anthony, the 5'5 senior from Pea Ridge, Arkansas, will step in for Jaleesa Simons, who will come off the bench tonight. As the lights are off here inside of Maybe Arena, as we get set for tip here in just a minute, as Ottawa will come in on a 7-game losing streak against the Coyotes, 5 straight here in Maybe Arena. They've only won one time since they built this new arena back in 2008. That was 2016. So Ottawa searching for their first victory and the first victory for their new head coach, Tarnisha Scott. As we look at the keys for tonight, first one is rebounding. Ottawa gave up too many second chance points on Wednesday, and this Kansas Wesleyan Coyote team feeds off of second chance points. They do a great job of getting on the offensive glass, and that starts with their two bigs, the 6'1 junior Kelsey Hens and the 6-foot senior Amanda Hill. Secondly, Ottawa's got to hit their open shots, just 3 of 18 from deep on Wednesday. Had a lot of really good open looks, a lot of that created out of the offense, especially coming off of screens on the baseline. And Ottawa's got to be able to knock down those 10 to 15 footers to draw defenses out of the paint to try and get some offensive boards. And lastly, you cannot have a quarter like you did in the second quarter on Wednesday, where St. Mary went on that run where they outscored Ottawa 19-10 in the second quarter, but on a 17-5 run that really made Ottawa play from behind all evening. Kansas Wesleyan tonight, white jerseys, white shorts, coyotes across the chest, and purple outlined in gold, the Nike uniform template for Ottawa. The Adidas jerseys, black tops, black shorts, gold trim down the side, numbers in white, Ottawa across the chest in white. And a reminder, this game was actually pushed back to a 7 p.m. start because of the men's contest getting canceled, so a good crowd inside of Mabee Arena. Only Kansas Wesleyan faithful allowed in the building. Probably something we'll see most of the year as Ottawa goes from right to left here in our first half. Kansas Wesleyan does win the tip as Ottawa will be on the defensive end to get things started. They'll go down low to Hens. Ottawa double teams on Herschel, spin in the lane, kick it left side. That pass finds Needles. Needles right side to Rockoff. In the corner to Maribi. Again, they go down low. They'll kick it left side. Three-pointer on the way from Needles off the back rim. Rebound secured by Ottawa and Jennifer Anthony. See who Ottawa puts at the point tonight. It's going to be Maddie McAvoy to start things. She works right side into the hands of Jennifer Anthony. Left wing out to McAvoy. Anderson's left open in the corner. She goes down low to Vaughn. Her left-hand layup's no good. A little bit of an adjustment that time forced by the bigger Kelsey Hens, and a rebound for the Coyotes. 9:14 remaining first quarter. No score between Ottawa and Kansas Wesleyan. And Ottawa's second KCAC games of the season. Ottawa again double teaming inside. Mariba goes baseline. Cross-court pass out to Hill. That pass is tipped, ball's loose. Mariba comes away with it back to Hill for a three, deep on the wing, long. That rebound's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Coyotes. Kansas Wesleyan able to connect on their first two possessions of the night. And again, McAvoy at the point, right wing pass to Anderson. They're going to flash Vaughn to the elbow. Anderson keeps the dribble, though. Anderson left side. And now back to her. Deep from three from straight away. It's going to be long off the back rim. Rebound by the Coyotes. These are two of the best rebounding teams in the KCAC right now. Kansas Wesleyan averaging 40 rebounds a game. Ottawa at 38. But their rebounding margin is over for Ottawa's is -3.5. The jumper from 4 feet, no good. Wide open look from Hill. And Anderson able to take the rebound away from the 6'1" senior. Kansas Wesleyan 0 for 3 to start this one. Anderson, as Ottawa runs the dribble weave, finds Jennifer Anthony to the elbow to Grizzle. Left side, McAvoy open for three, good. And Ottawa takes the 3-0 lead here in the first quarter with 8 minutes to go in the first. Ottawa, as I mentioned, only 3 made threes on Wednesday, but the open looks were there. It wasn't like Ottawa was trying to force it. The Braves, a little bit of a box and one here look. Amanda Hill wide open from 2 feet as she was able to seal on the inside on McAvoy, and it's 3-2 Ottawa. Amanda Hill's not going to miss from 4 feet very often. As Kansas Wesleyan 1 of 4 from the floor. Ottawa leading 3-2 on a 3 from McAvoy. Good seal inside for Grizzle. Can she finishes blocked by Kelsey Hens. Now Mariba on the run out all the way to the bucket. Right hand layup good. Kansas Wesleyan with their first lead as they go up by 1. 7:16 remaining first quarter. McAvoy guarded by Needles, finds Anderson, who was inside, didn't realize she had so much space, and then forces the rebound to go out of bounds off the Coyotes. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Ottawa. They will inbound to the left of their basket with Maddie McAvoy. Inbound finds Vaughn under the bucket, trying to fade away. The right-hander misses everything. And the rebound for Kansas Wesleyan, but I like the idea. Ottawa sent both guards into the corner, and Vaughn was open, just got too far under the basket. That pass to Hill, and it's going to earn our first whistle of the night and a foul, as that's going to go on Maddie McAvoy. Her first personal, first team foul. With 6:54 remaining in the quarter. Amanda Hill left open for 3. Luckily, it does not go in, but an offensive board. Hens inside to Hill. Needles with the 6-footer. It's in and out. Rebound by Vaughn. As Ottawa fell asleep on the inbounds pass, but they get the defensive board. Ottawa with 5 defensive boards to start. Anderson in the lane, steps through, left-hand layup, no good. Ball tipped around, still loose. Anderson comes away with it. She'll kick it out to McAvoy, goes through her hands, ball's loose, and it's stolen away, and it's a 2-on-0. Mariba, right-hand layup, good. That is Ottawa's first turnover of the game as they trail by 3, 6-3. 6:14 remaining in the quarter. McAvoy looked like she traveled, and we'll wait to see what the officials say. She was hit on the arm, and it will be a foul on the Coyotes. Their first team foul. That foul goes on Mariba, her first personal. After Ottawa knocked down their second shot of the game, they have missed their last 4 as they are 1 of 6 from the field. Anderson left wing, Coyotes staying in a 2-3 zone. Grizzle from 7 feet, good. As Mariah Grizzle gets her first 2 points, and Ottawa's within 1 at 6-5. 5:52 to go in the quarter. Right side pass to Brockhoff. Cross court pass, Ottawa now into a little bit of a 3-2 zone. Hill works on McAvoy. Mariba in the corner for 3. It's good as that one looked like it was just going to hit front rim, but got the helpful bounce and dropped right in as it's a 4-point lead now for the Coyotes, their largest of the first quarter. McAvoy, Devon, going baseline. She'll be trapped there. Finds McAvoy. McAvoy with the left-hand dribble. Finds Grizzle. She'll take the 18-footer, misses everything. Ball is loose. McAvoy comes away with it. Now Vaughn has it. Her left-hand layup's no good. Lots of contact. Gets her own offensive board, and then she's fouled as she hits the deck hard. See if it's going to be in the act of shooting. Foul goes on Brockhoff. Her first personal, second team foul. And it was not in the act of shooting, to the surprise of the Ottawa bench and several of the players. It'll be the inbound coming from McAvoy with the right of the basket. Ottawa trailing by 4, 9-5. 5:09 remaining in the first quarter. McAvoy finds Anthony, dangerous pass, but she'll keep the dribble. Finds Vaughn in the corner to McAvoy. 18-footer for her as back rim rebound by Hill for Kansas Wesleyan. Ottawa 2 of 9 from the field. Needles on the left wing for K-Dub. In the corner it'll go. Now back to Needles on the wing. They'll go to Hill at the top of the key. To Brockhoff, thought about the 3, instead she goes to Needles. 3-pointer from her on the wing, good. Nothing but net. And Ottawa trails by 7, 12-5. 4:30 remaining in the quarter. Looks like Lamaya Ricks is checked in for the Coyotes on that last foul. Ottawa trying to go a little 2-game inside, and Grizzle found herself too far into the basket. It's the stanchion at the bottom of the bucket, and a defensive board for the Coyotes. Wide open 3 on the other end is good. And that's going to force a timeout from head coach Tarnisha Scott as Ottawa is down by 10 here early on, 15-5 with 4:13 remaining in the quarter. We'll take that full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KLFO.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education. Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Kansas Wesleyan, who on the season averages just over 4 made threes a game, has hit 3 here early on as they're 3 of 6 and have extended their lead out to 10 at 15-5. We'll see our first sub for the Braves as number 11, Jaleesa Simons, the 5'9" junior from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, is in the game. And checking out for the Braves is going to be Liz Vaughn. Simons will go to the 4 here for the Braves as, again, Coyotes stay in the zone. Anderson right wing, jab steps, gets by 2 defenders in the lane, tries to get rid of the ball, gets it right back. And she'll find McAvoy on the wing. McAvoy to Anderson in the corner. Her three on the way. Good. Big bucket for Ottawa. As they might have avoided a travel there. But it looked like Hims got her hand on it as the Kansas Wesleyan fans in the building not happy after that play. Ottawa stays in the zone. Needles, right wing. They're going to go down low to Hims. Grizzle's there. Their backdoor cut. Nice find. Shots blocked by Simons and picked up by Grizzle. For the Braves, Anthony is all by herself on the other end of the floor, but nobody sees her. Braves within 7, 15 to 8, 3:20 to go first quarter. Dribble handoff. Anderson jab step on the wing in the corner, finds McAvoy. She shoots the three. Ring it up for Maddie McAvoy. That's her second triple, and Ottawa scored 6 straight. And they're within 4 at 15 to 11. 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. And Anderson almost gets the steal, and it was last touched by Ottawa. She was trying to get her hand in front of Needles. Amanda Hill returns for Kansas Wesleyan. And in for the Braves for the first time tonight will be number 21, Alyssa Guzman, the 5'4" sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. Out of the timeout, Ottawa scored 6 straight as they trail 15-11. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. In pass inside to Hill. She'll take the runner from 8. It's long, gets her own rebound. Putback is good. Ottawa had 3 or 4 players in the paint that time. Just unable to box out the senior from Rossville, who's got 4 points on the night. Braves trail by 6, 17-11. Pass inside to Simons. Her floater off the glass misses as it was a little strong in the rebound for Kansas Wesleyan. And that's Emily Rank, the 5'10" senior from Kansas City, Missouri. 2:22 remaining in the quarter, 17-11 Coyotes. Hill tries to kick it in the corner, just barely able to stay in bounce was Needles. She'll kick it right side. Hill, step back corner, 3, good. That is so difficult as she was running the baseline on that zone, and the lead at 9 at 20-11. 2 minutes left in the quarter. McAvoy, dribble handoff to Guzman. Kansas Wesleyan in a 1-2-2 zone as Grizzle goes reverse layup. It's blocked at the rim. Ball's loose, picked up by Kansas Wesleyan. They have numbers, but Ottawa able to get back defensively. Rank left side for Ricks. Ricks right-hand dribble. She stands on the volleyball line. Right side pass to Needles. Back to Ricks. In the short corner to Hill. To Needles. Back to Ricks. Top of the key. Hill at the elbow. That pass is tipped and stolen away by McAvoy. She'll go the other way with it. McAvoy to the bucket. She'll stop there. Plant her feet. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Put back. Going to stay on the rim as Ottawa can't finish. Offensive rebound by Simons. Right side to Grizzle. Inside to Simons. She'll step back from 7. It hits rim. That's it. Defensive board for the Coyotes. Ottawa sitting 4 of 16 from the field here in the first quarter, and they trail by 9 as we hit the 1-minute mark of the first quarter. Needles right wing. Up top, right side as they're going with a 3-guard set in this zone, and Ottawa moving around trying to stay with those passes. Hill passes tip, does make it to Needles. Back to Hill, free throw line, jumper, back rim, no good. Offensive board for Emily Rank and Kansas Wesleyan. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Rank to Ricks. As Kansas Wesleyan gets their set. Ricks out to the wing. Screen set by Rank at the free throw line. They'll kick it into Hill at the corner. 3, good. That gives the Coyotes a 12-point lead. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Ottawa can't hold for the final shot, trailing by 12. That pass is tipped, does find Anderson. She'll shoot the 3. It's back rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Guzman. Out to Anderson, step through, right-handed layup is blocked. Tries to get her own rebound. And there's a whistle, a very faint whistle, that stops play. Ottawa making some subs. Bond returns. We'll see who else checks into the game for the Braves. And that's going to be number 15, Jordan Bianco. And number 2, Jill Talman. Inbound finds Vaughn. She can't finish at the rim. Put back, no good either. And that's going to do it for the first quarter, as Ottawa trails 23-11 at the end of 1. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
When was the last time you gave someone you care about a gift just because? It's not their birthday, not a holiday when they would expect it. It's just another day, and they're getting a new set of earrings, a new bracelet, a new ring, recreated from a family heirloom. just because. It doesn't have to be a special occasion for you to visit Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you pick out the right gift from their vast selection anytime, even when it's just because. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children, you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
Ottawa trails by 12 at the end of one after the Coyotes from Kansas Wesleyan go 9 of 17 from the field, 5 of 8 from deep, and the Braves just 4 of 23 and 3 of 5 from the three-point line. Ottawa 4 assists on all 4 baskets. Kansas Wesleyan with 8 assists, both teams with only 1 turnover. As the Coyotes, a team that coming into the evening shoots just over 39%, as a team shoots 52% in the quarter. And they find themselves doubling up the Braves at 23-11. Anderson, Guzman, Bianco, Talman, and Vaughn in for Ottawa. Guzman attacking, loses the handle, gets it back. Right-hand layup is good as she was able to get Hens off her feet. And Alyssa Guzman gets her first bucket of the night to get Ottawa within 10. Mariba's pass taken away by Guzman. She'll go the other way with it. 1-on-3. Can she get to the bucket? She can, but the layup comes up short. Ball's loose, and it's going to earn a jump ball as Guzman able to get her hands in there. Possession will go to the Coyotes. Good energy here for these subs as Guzman has made some good defensive plays, got herself 2 points to start the quarter. Ottawa's just got to try and finish better at the rim. They're 5 of 24. Mariba for the Coyotes to the free throw line to Hens. Down low, they'll go to Hill, and that's just too easy. Go with a little high-low look as they threw the over-the-shoulder pass to Hill, which gets the easy layup, and it's back to a 12-point deficit for Ottawa. Anderson steps in, and a whistle and a blocking foul called as Anderson was able to get past Mariba. We'll see if that is her second. It is not. It's going to actually go on number 30, Peyton Whaler, the senior from Sublette, Kansas. Inbound for Ottawa. They're going to have to throw it near midcourt. It does find Vaughn. Vaughn, crossover dribble on Mariba. Leaves it with Bianco. Deep three from Bianco is too strong. Ball's loose. Picked up by Vaughn. Layups in. Give Jill Talman some credit as Kansas Wesleyan had 2 players trying to box her out as they were trying to deal with the 6'2 junior from West Point, Utah. And Vaughn easily able to pick up the loose ball and lay it in. Ottawa's within 10 at 25-15. Brockoff up top to Mariba. Left side into the hands of Whaler. Layup inside this time with Hill. And all they're doing is flashing Hens near the free throw line, getting her the ball, and then throwing the long pass over the top to Hill after she seals the Ottawa defender. Back to a 12-point deficit at 27-15. 8:13 to go in the half. Guzman, left side, Bianco to the foul line. Right side to Guzman. Back to Bianco. Left wing, Anderson. They're trying to go down the Talman, who sets the screen to give Anderson, who takes the fadeaway jumper, misses everything. Rebound by the Coyotes. And that's going to be a travel on Hill as Anderson gave a little fake like she was going back up the court and just stood there, and Hill would have thrown it right into her hands if she didn't travel. Into the game for Ottawa will be Maddie McAvoy. She will get Haley Anderson, who will take her first break of the half. Ottawa trailing 27-15, under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Ottawa's going to be called for a 5-second violation on the inbound. Guzman unable to find anyone. Back into the game for the Coyotes, or actually the first time tonight, will be number 15, Kayla Hill, the 6'1 sophomore from Rossville. The younger sister of Amanda Hill. Short corner Hens, beautiful movement inside. Kayla Hill can't finish those. That ball's knocked out of bounds, but again, Hens with a great look. Ottawa tried to bring the double team late. She kicked it to Kayla Hill, and her left-hand layup doesn't go. Then she loses it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Ottawa. Coyotes outscored Ottawa 23-11 in the first quarter. Both teams have scored 4 here in the second. Guzman, cross court. where that finds McAvoy. Right side, Guzman. Attacking, good pass to Talman, who'll score from 4 feet. Alyssa Guzman with her first dish. And Ottawa within 10 at 27-17. 7:20 left in the first half. Talked about Ottawa trying to stay in this game when they get to halftime. Brackoff, short corner to Hens. They go down low. Vaughn read it the whole way, but of course it goes right back to the Coyotes. That's just a tough break for Liz. Kayla Hill, cross-court passes, tip, does find Mariba. Pass right side out to Brackoff. Picks up her dribble to Mariba. 3 on the shot clock. Jumper from 7, well off the mark. Rebounds loose, picked up by Ottawa and Alyssa Guzman. Coyotes have cooled off a little bit to 55%. They were at 57%. But have had some high percentage shots. That pass hits the legs of Liz Vaughn. Ball's loose. Pass inside to Talman. Can she score it short? Again, waiting on Kelsey Hens, who you always feel her presence in the lane as a post. Pass inside, stolen away by Talman. Ottawa has the 3-on-3 with Guzman. And Guzman will slow it up as the number's not in her favor that time. McAvoy thinks about the 3, instead goes baseline with the drive, and she's fouled. That'll be team foul number 2 in the quarter on the Coyotes. Subs for Ottawa, Grizzle, joined by Anderson. Sitting is Vaughn and Bianco. Kelsey Hens will sit for the Coyotes. Entering the game will be Emily Rank and Lamaya Ricks. Inbound for Ottawa will come out of the hands of Anderson. In the corner to McAvoy. Left-hand dribble for her. Goes baseline by 2 defenders. Easy layup as Talman had the paint sealed off. And Ottawa's within 8 at 27-19. 6:05 to go in the half. Brockoff to Rank. Left side pass. Finds the hands of Amanda Hill. That one's halfway down and out. Talman had the rebound, and then she's fouled as she brought that ball down to her body. Jill Talman has brought some energy off the bench for Ottawa. And some size, as that's going to earn a timeout from Kansas Wesleyan. And we'll take that break, a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
Walgreens has always been there to help make your healthcare easier. From making sure you have the prescriptions you need, to answering any questions you have about them. Now, the question is whether you have the right Medicare plan. And we're here to help make that easier, too. Walgreens can save you money and peace of mind with copays as low as $0. Visit walgreens.com/Medicare today to see how. Walgreens. We make Medicare easy. $0 copay on Tier 1 generic drugs when enrolled in a plan with Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy.
We get to see more new Ottawa University women's basketball players in the game. Jill Talman, the 6'2" junior from West Point, Utah, has gotten on the boards, been able to get on the score sheet, and has really presented a challenge here for the Coyotes and their bigs inside, and Ottawa turns it over on the first pass out of the timeout. That is turnover number 3 on the Braves. The Coyotes have actually turned it over more times with 4. Hill, right side. She's got 14 in the half. Brockoff in the corner for a 3. Good. And the three-point barrage continues from Kansas Wesleyan. They are 4 of 7 from deep. Only average 4 makes a game. And they go up by 11. They've led by as many as 12. Right now it's 30-19. McAvoy, left side, Anderson, three-pointer from her, long. Just hasn't had it tonight, but again, Talman able to earn the basketball for Ottawa, as tipped out of bounds off the hands of Hill. Braves sitting 3 of 7 from deep, and Ottawa turns it over on the inbounds. Third turnover on the Braves. Bianco will come in for Ottawa. McAvoy will sit. Kansas Wesleyan on 11 made baskets. They have 10 assists. Brockoff to Rank. Both teams running the zone now. Inside, that'll go to Kayla Hill. Out wide to Amanda Hill, and she'll travel. And she picked up both feet before putting that ball on the deck. 5:04 remaining in the half. 30-19. Kansas Wesleyan leads Ottawa. Guzman takes over at the point. Hand off to Anderson, right wing. Now to Bianco, cross court. Left wing pass to Guzman. In the corner, Anderson. Open 3 for Haley. Yes. Haley Anderson with 6 points, all from deep. And Ottawa within 8 at 30-22. is the closest they've been in the second quarter. Ottawa starting to heat up. That's their fourth make from deep in the first half. Kayla Hill at the elbow. Right side Brockhoff, another three for her from the wing, misses everything. Rebounds loose, picked up by Haley Anderson. She'll keep her dribble into the front court. To Guzman on the Coyote logo. Right wing pass back to Anderson. Down low to Talman, who flashes to the free throw line. Back to Anderson. Now back to Grizzle. Grizzle in the lane left side. Guzman thinks about the three. Instead, she takes the 15-footer, misses everything. Offensive rebound. Bianco had it and then loses it. It'll stay with Ottawa, though, on the jump ball. We will see Kelsey Hens back in, who got a quick breather. Amanda Hill will check out along with Kayla Hill. See who else checks in. I believe that is going to be Mia Needles. It is. Inbound will come from Guzman as they'll find Grizzle in the paint. Fade away from 7. Tries to bank it. Comes up short. Ball's loose. Still loose. Ottawa comes away with it into the hands of Anderson. Anderson right wing. Crossover dribble. Gets by one defender. Goes to the basket. Too strong. Ball's loose. And the Coyotes have it. And then a reach-in foul called on Haley Anderson. That'll be the second team foul on Ottawa in the quarter. For Anderson, her first personal. As the officials tell the scorers table to switch the possession arrow. 3:45 left in the half. Coyotes 30, Braves 22. Second KCAC matchup of the season for the Braves. This is only one of 3 KCAC games this evening. The rest have been postponed. Ball's loose on the three-pointer. Of course, it ends up in the KCAC Player of the Year's hands. Hens can't finish, though, from inside the lane. Talman did a great job of getting her hand in the face and forcing a tough shot. Anderson will leave it with Guzman from the volleyball line from straight away. Right side. She works with the dribble. She'll find Bianco left wing. Back to Guzman. Guzman with the floater. Looked like she was hit on the arm. No whistle. And a rebound for Kansas Wesleyan. And I think you could hear that from up here. And I'm probably 100 feet away from the floor. 2:59 left in the half. Ottawa down by 8. Brookhoff. Right corner. That goes to Rank. Left side Needles. Ottawa did a good job of out there contesting the shot of Needles, and she's going to travel. That is 5 straight empty possessions from the Coyotes. Ottawa just has to convert on the offensive side of the floor. They've held the Coyotes to only 7 points in the second. As we'll see Liz Vaughn return for the Braves. On the floor, Guzman, Bianco, Vaughn, Grizzle, and Anderson. Talman will take a seat. Anderson, left side to Bianco. Ottawa trying to overload this Kansas Wesleyan zone. Anderson in the corner, goes baseline, steps through, finds Grizzle, wasn't prepared for it. Put back no good, ball still loose, gets her own rebound and throws it away. Right in the hands of the Coyotes. Mariah still held scoreless here in the first half. Hill, ball stripped away by Bianco. Amanda Hill never saw her. Out to Guzman, just in front of the scorer's table as she works from right to left. Coyotes really have just stayed in the zone this whole first half. Here's Vaughn, who'll bank it in from 14 feet. Not sure that's how she drew it up, but Ottawa will take it as they are within 6. As close as they've been since the early parts of this one. At 30-24, 1:50 to go in the half. At the free throw line, it's Hill in the corner. Three-pointer on the way for the Coyotes is long. Defensive board for the Braves. It's Bianco with it. Her crossover dribble. Left side to Guzman. Ottawa has outscored the Coyotes 13-7 in the second quarter. Here's Vaughn at the elbow. She'll face up. Cross-court pass to Anderson. She'll deliver the three. Yes! Haley Anderson, her third triple of the second quarter, and a timeout called by the Coyotes. As Ottawa has cut it from 12 down to 3. With 1:25 to go in the half, we'll take that 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Braves in the midst of a 16-7 run forces another timeout from the Coyotes. Ottawa within 3 with 1:18 to go in the half. Haley Anderson leading the way as she has 9. Ottawa looking to get their 7th stop in a row. Can they do it? Shot off the glass. That's so tough. Hill gets it to go from 7. Can't ask Liz Vaughn to do anything more as a fadeaway in the corner from 7 feet gets the Coyotes their first bucket in over 4 minutes. 55 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Guzman inside to Vaughn. No look pass. Vaughn finds herself open. She'll take the 7-footer. It's long. But Guzman with great vision. Ottawa just can't convert as it's 32-27, 40 seconds left in the half. Brockoff guarded by Guzman on the right wing. It's a screen there. She'll take it. And Ottawa switches with Bianco. Rank up top to Amanda Hill. They're trying to go down low to Hens, but Ottawa has it sealed off. 3-pointer from Needles on the wing. Hits the bottom of the rim, picked up by Vaughn, and Ottawa can hold for the final shot of the half. Vaughn into the front court. She'll keep it herself. Right-hand dribble. Trying to go baseline. She'll be cut off. Goes back to Guzman with 13 seconds. Will Ottawa hold for the final shot. Guzman crossover dribble. Finds Vaughn at the free throw line. Anderson open for 3 on the wing. Could you make it 4? It banks halfway down and pops out. 3 seconds left in the half. From half court, they'll throw one up. It's no good, and Ottawa cut that 12-point deficit down to 5 as we head to halftime. It's 32-27 Kansas Wesleyan over Ottawa. You've been listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. We talked to Monica Starks, who needed to hire for her company, GS Group.
As the owner of a construction company, finding the right people is a very difficult task. So I use ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter finds the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
With ZipRecruiter, we've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists.
And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. From fighting wildfires with air support, helping civilians in flooded neighborhoods, to delivering food and supplies to those who have lost everything, the Army National Guard always responds when disaster strikes. The Army National Guard also trains to be ever vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. They protect our skies with missile defense weaponry. They secure our information, communications, and infrastructure with cybersecurity. And they protect us against chemical, biological, and radiological hazards with the civilian support team. The Army National Guard also stands ready to deploy and provide support for conflicts or humanitarian missions abroad. Join the Army National Guard and be there to respond, protect, and support your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We're at the break here in Salina as Ottawa trails at half 32-27 to the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. And looking at how this game started, the Coyotes jumped out to an early 15-5 lead at the 4:12 mark of the first quarter, where Ottawa took a timeout. Kansas Wesleyan started 3 of 6 from behind the arc. Ottawa 2 of 12 from the field, and at the end of one, it was 23-11 in favor of Kansas Wesleyan. OU finished 4 of 21 at the first quarter. Kansas Wesleyan 9 of 17, but Ottawa able to cut into that lead at the 5:56 mark of the second quarter. Ottawa had it down to 27-19 as Ottawa started the quarter on a 6-4 run, and the Braves stretched that out to a 16-7 run before another Kansas Wesleyan timeout at the 125 mark of the second, as Ottawa able to hold Kansas Wesleyan just 9 points in the second quarter, and they trail by 5, 32-27. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. Not only is it time for open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For the typical family, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. Think what you could do with that. But if you join right now, MediShare is waiving their new member fee, so that's another $170 you'll save. And MediShare is really different. It's a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills. More than 400,000 people are members, and they've shared over $4 billion in medical bills. So, yes, they can handle your bills too. This may be the time to make the switch. Join before November 30th for the additional savings. It's so easy to find out more. They're great to talk to. In fact, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Kansans with disabilities and senior citizens are 3 times more likely to be crime victims. If you are a Kansas senior citizen or a Kansan with a disability and you are a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas at 877-776-1541. We may be able to help you with your civil legal matter. Contact us at 877-776-1541 or drckansas.org. Once again, if you are a Kansas senior or a Kansan with a disability who is a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas at 877-776-1541 or drckansas.org. We may be able to help you with your civil legal matter. The content of this radio ad is sponsored by the Disability Rights Center of Kansas and this station. It is supported by a VOCA grant awarded through the Federal Office for Victims of Crime as administered by the Kansas Governor's Grants Program. It does not necessarily reflect the views of the Office of the Kansas Governor or the U.S. Department of Justice.
And we're back here in Salina, Kansas, as Ottawa trails Kansas Wesleyan 32-27 at halftime, as Ottawa trailed by as many as 12 in the first half, led by as many as 3 early on, but battled back. A lot of that coming from the Ottawa bench, from the likes of Jordan Bianco, Alyssa Guzman, and Jill Talman to give Ottawa a boost off the bench is really where Ottawa started to go on that run, and Haley Anderson finding her shooting touch as she managed to knock down 3 threes in the second quarter as she finished with 9. As we will take a look at scores from around the KCAC right now, and unfortunately only 2 other games involving KCAC teams are going on tonight. 5 games, we'll take a look total, 1, 2, 3. 3 other games, were postponed this evening. All of those were KCAC matchups. So Southwestern at Friends, Sterling at St. Mary, and McPherson at Bethany were all postponed. Sterling instead decided to pick up a non-conference matchup against GPAC Power Northwestern College, and it is tied at 63 with 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. The other KCAC matchup today was Avila at home taking on Bethel, a 69-64 win for the ladies from Avila. And this is the only other game going on is the one here in Salina where Ottawa trails 32-27 against Kansas Wesleyan. A reminder, we do not have the men's contest tonight. It was postponed. As of right now, the Braves will be in action next Friday against Oklahoma Wesleyan. The women are scheduled for a 6 o'clock tip, and the men scheduled for an 8 o'clock tip as of right now. Of course, that could change. Make sure you stay tuned to OttawaBraves.com and at Braves Athletics on Twitter and Facebook, as well as KOFO.com and at KOFO Sports. They will keep you updated as the week goes on, but we continue to play it week to week at this point, as the men have not played a conference game yet, only played 2 games overall. If Ottawa would have played the Coyotes tonight from Kansas Wesleyan, the Coyotes would have already played 6 games before Ottawa had played 3. So Ottawa unable to play the Coyotes. That game a year ago came down to a last-second shot. Daryl Bowie hitting a go-ahead 3 with just over 30 seconds to play. Kansas Wesleyan actually hit a half-court shot to tie that game up. It did not count as they had already taken a timeout. But we will have to wait and come back to Salina at some point over the next 3 months before we see the Braves and Coyotes tip it up here in Salina. Did talk to the sports information director, David Toohey, in pregame, and this floor will be different at the start of 2021 as they are redoing the floor during Christmas break, so we could see a completely different floor venue here inside of Mabee Arena when the Braves come to town at some point between now and the middle of February. So we will keep you updated on that one. as the Braves do sit at 2-0, number 14 in the nation. No other team in the KCAC currently ranked. And based off what we saw on the men's side on Wednesday, this conference is wide open. Teams that were at the bottom of the conference, such as Tabor, are undefeated right now. They're 2-0, 1-0 in the KCAC. Bethel knocked off Oklahoma Wesleyan in overtime, as Oklahoma Wesleyan was receiving votes in the top 25. So just like we saw last year, it is anyone's game, and Ottawa's going to get the best shot from everybody this season. We'll take another break. When we come back, we give you the first half stats as Kansas Wesleyan leads the Ottawa University women's basketball team 32-27. You've been listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
If you owe back taxes, there's a lot you need to know, starting with rule number 1. Don't mess with the IRS. They are cracking down this year by sending out heart-stopping letters, actively garnishing paychecks, levying bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. That's all true, but it's also true there's a way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative, an important government program for tax debt assistance. It's one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered, so now's the time. You could qualify for tax relief that saves you thousands, even tens of thousands. Nobody knows this program like the award-winning experts at Optima Tax Relief. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Don't mess with the IRS. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Runners, to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Way to go, girl! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Kansas every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
Welcome back as Ottawa trails at halftime 32-27, as we will take a look at those first half stats as we've got those emailed to us. As Ottawa shooting in that first half 11 of 42, 26%, 5 of 10 from deep though, as they are only averaging 4 makes a game. Ottawa's been able to knock down 5 of those, have not been to the foul line. It's been a pretty clean game foul-wise. Ottawa has only committed 3 total fouls through the first 2 quarters. Leading scorer for the Braves, Haley Anderson with 9, Maddie McAvoy with 8, Mariah Grizzle with 2, Liz Vaughn with 1, Alyssa Guzman with 2, and Jill Tauman with 2. Leading rebounder in that half was Haley Anderson, who had, or make that Liz Vaughn with 6, Haley Anderson with 4. As the Braves only turned the ball over 5 times, had 1 block and 4 steals, as they have been able to take care of the basketball. For the Coyotes, it's Amanda Hill, 16 points, 4 assists, 1 block, but she did turn it over 4 times on 7 of 13 shooting. Coyotes as a team, 44% from the floor, 42% from deep, as they were 6 of 14, did not go to the foul line. Ottawa, though, been able to hold Kelsey Hens scoreless through 2 quarters. The KCAC Player of the Year from last season, only 2 assists and 2 blocks in 14 minutes. Ottawa's got to be really happy about that. We'll take our last break of halftime. When we come back, it's the start of the second half as Ottawa looks for their first win of the season, trailing by 5, 32-27. You've been listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
And we are back here for the second half as Ottawa trailing by 5, 32-27. And had to check the numbers twice. Ottawa took 42 shots in that first half. And looking at how many Ottawa took total against St. Mary, they took 63 shots against St. Mary, so Ottawa well on pace here. But a lot of that is because of the 13 offensive rebounds from the Braves that gave them some second chance opportunities. And if you look at some of the enhanced scoring here in that first half, Ottawa got 12 points in the paint, 4 points from their bench, 7 points off of those 7 Kansas Wesleyan turnovers. But if they want to find a way to win this game, they've got to convert on those second chance points. So with 13 offensive boards only coming away with 13 second chance points is definitely something I would expect Coach Tarnisha Scott to talk with their team about at the break. But Ottawa is in the thick of it here, only trailing by 5 to the defending KCAC regular season champions and the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. As starters have been released here for the second half: McAvoy, Anderson, Vaughn, Grizzle, and Anthony. So starting 5 back out there for the Braves. For the Coyotes, Hens, Needles, Mariva, Brokoff, and Hill. Amanda Hill leading all scores with 16. Haley Anderson leading the way for the Braves with 9. As Ottawa goes from left to right on the radio dial here in the second half, can Ottawa find a way to pick up their first win of the season against the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes? We're about to find out as the inbound will come to the left of us. We're about as far right as you can go in this arena, but I am on the mezzanine. Great view here of Maybe Arena as Ottawa will be attacking the goal right in front of me. Ottawa back into that extended 2-3. Hill in the short corner on the left side. Pass is tipped up in the air. Mariva somehow takes it from Anthony, who was going to go the other way, but now it's going to be stolen by Vaughn, and she's on a 2-on-1. Liz finds Anthony. Her layup is high off the glass, too strong. Rebound by Mariva. Would have been a nice way to start the second half if you're Ottawa. Another steal for the Braves. That's 8 turnovers now on the Coyotes. Ricks might probably make that Needles left wing. Short corner to Hens. Up top to Mariva. Right wing to Brokoff. To the elbow to Amanda Hill. Hill from 5 feet. Off the mark. Rebound by Vaughn. She'll control it. Hens was all over, but Liz gets the rebound as she works her way toward double figures on the rebounding side, as she is now up to 8 boards. Anderson left wing is Coyotes throwing more at her. McAvoy had an open look. Instead, she puts the ball on the floor. Goes down low to Grizzle, who works on Hens. Goes baseline. Finds Anderson by Mariva. Spinning in the lane is Anderson. Right-hand layup, way too strong. Rebound by the Coyotes, and they're out on the break. 3-on-2. Hens will keep it herself. Left side pass to Hill is behind her, and she'll have to slow it up in the left corner. Down low they go to Hens. Right side Mariva. Elbow jumper is going to be short, but she gets her own rebound, and the Coyotes can reset. They'll kick it in the corner. Into the hands of Needles. Right-hand dribble on the left wing. Up top to Amanda Hill. Right side Mariva. Right wing Brokoff. Anthony in her face. Mariva. Down low to Hill. Guarded by Anderson. Right side Brokoff, who goes baseline. She travels. And Ottawa has Kansas Wesleyan in all kinds of issues right now on the offensive side. As after scoring 23 in the first quarter, the Coyotes have been held to 9 total points through 2 quarters and a minute and a half. And that's why Ottawa finds themselves within 5 at 32-27. Ottawa runs a little 2-game inside. Grizzle 1-on-1 with Hens. Grizzle backing in, spins, picks up her dribble, finds Vaughn. Vaughn takes a 10-footer. It's going to be an air ball and a rebound for Kansas Wesleyan. Good look there from Liz. She hit a couple of those on Wednesday. Just a little uncomfortable, I think, taking that shot on that possession. Ball's loose, Hill left side, wide open three for Needles on the wing off the front rim. Ball's loose, and Anderson did everything she could on the box out. Ball's loose, picked up by Hens, and then a whistle on the third opportunity. That'll send Kelsey Hens to the line for 2 free throws. Got a feel for Haley Anderson, 5'7" junior, trying to box out the 6'1" senior from a transfer from Neosho Community College. Hens to the free throw line. This is the first free throw of the evening here as we start the third quarter. Her free throw well off the back rim, no good. 62% foul shooter. Was 18 of 29 coming into the evening. And still has not scored. We'll see if she gets on the box score here. She does. Kansas Wesleyan gets the first points of the second half, and they go into a full court press. Inbound finds Anderson. And now they're going to say a 5-second violation on the inbound. When I say a faint whistle, I mean you can barely hear it, but nobody is talking in this building. That is the third 5-second violation on Ottawa in the game. Pass inside goes to Hill. Ball's loose, picked up by Anthony. Great read there by Grizzle. Ottawa's 2-on-1 with Anderson. Anderson, hesitation, finds Anthony for 3. It's going to be long. Hits back rim. Ball's loose, picked up by Liz. Liz at the elbow. Going down low to Grizzle. Does a great job working on Hens. Can she score? She can, and the foul. And Mariah going to the line for the 3-point play. She's had good position all night. Just was able to get Hens off of her feet. Took the contact and scored in the lane to get Ottawa within 4 and potentially 3. Grizzle to the foul line, where this is her first free throw of the season, and it's a miss, but an offensive board for Haley Anderson. Anderson, Ottawa within 4 with 7:20 remaining in the third quarter. Liz from the free throw line, right hand dribble, loses the handle, she's going to travel. Turnover number 6 on Ottawa as they trail 33-29. Mariba at the point for the Coyotes. Right wing pass to Brockhoff. For the free throw line to Hill. Left side Needles. Goes baseline. No help defense there, but Grizzle somehow gets a piece of it. And now Ottawa 2-on-1. Here comes McAvoy. McAvoy in the lane, takes the contact, can't score. Nice job by Brockhoff to avoid the foul. But Ottawa trying to get out on the fast break. That's 3 possessions out of their last 4 that they've been on the break. 2-on-1 or 3-on-2. Just haven't been able to get any points on the board. From the elbow, Amanda Hill. Right wing pass to Brockhoff. Hens way under the basket. Throws one up. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. Putbacks there in the foul. Shuffled her feet. Officials didn't call the first travel, and instead she's going to get a chance to finish a 3-point play. Foul goes on Grizzle. Her first personal. Team foul number 2. Guzman checks in for Jennifer Anthony. Lead currently at 6 for the Coyotes. Hens now with 3 points, make it 4 as she finishes from the foul line to get the Coyotes up by 7. Now their largest lead of the second half. And that pass is stolen. McAvoy was looking for Anderson, threw it right in the hands of Hens. Coyotes go the other way with it. 6:23 to go third quarter. They're going to go down low to Hens. Hens off the glass, can't score, gets her own rebound. Can she get the putback? Kicks it corner right side Mariba to Needles for a 3 from straight away. Yes. And just like that, Ottawa goes down by 10. And Ottawa's going to take a 30-second timeout, trailing 39-29 with 6:08 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Coyotes continue to excel from behind the three-point line as they are 7 of 16, and their lead now to 10 at 39-29 as 6:08 to go in the half. Coyotes have started the third quarter on a 7-2 run. Ottawa gets Bianco into the game. She joins Anderson, Guzman, Talman, and Vaughn. In the corner, Anderson was open. Talman will flash to the elbow, kicks it left side, Bianco. Bianco cross court, pass to Anderson. Up top to Guzman. Left side is Ottawa, works it around the horn to Bianco. Back to Guzman. She'll dribble baseline, look to float. That shot's blocked as Hens able to get a hand on it. Rank right side. Mariba, right wing Brockhoff. For Kansas Wesleyan, leading by 10. That pass inside is going to be tipped out of the hands of Hens, and Vaughn thought that was last touch by the Coyotes. Lets it go, and it'll stay with Kansas Wesleyan with 17 on the shot clock, 5:30 remaining in the third quarter, and the Coyotes leading by 10. Mariba on the wing. Jab step, works back to the left side as she works the middle of the floor. That might have been a travel. She picked up her foot. Hill at the foul line, guarded by Guzman. Right side, Brockhoff for three on the wing. It's off the front rim, rebound by Vaughn. Liz with her 9th rebound, and Guzman loses the handle and then goes crashing to the floor and picked up by the Coyotes. As I mentioned, the officials really letting them play today. Only 6 total fouls by the Braves, and the Coyotes only have 5 through almost 3 quarters. Cross-court pass, Brockhoff again. She goes down low to Hill. Hill off the glass, scores. Ottawa too slow as they were trying to rotate over. And Amanda Hill now with 18. 41-29 Coyotes. That gives them their largest lead of the game at 13. Pass down low to Talman. Great seal inside, scores off the glass. Make that a 12-point lead that's now down to 10. Talman with 4. Right wing pass to Brockhoff. Back to Mariba. Left side out to Needles. Back to Mariba. Back to Needles. Ottawa's trying to close down inside on Hens. Up and under. Layup goes. That's such a tough shot. She was on the wrong side of the bucket. Able to use the right hand to go over the top of Talman. And it's back to a 12-point lead for Kansas Wesleyan. 4 minutes left. Third quarter. Guzman right hand dribble. Cross court, finds Anderson. Anderson attacks, looks to score off the glass. Does as she goes over the 6'1 senior, Kelsey Hens. Ottawa scored on back-to-back possessions. Anderson now into double figures. She has 11. Brockhoff right wing, back to Mariba as they'll just work it around the top of the key. Shot might have been partially blocked, doesn't go. Rebound by Liz Vaughn. She's got 10 boards. Ottawa down by 10, 3:25 to go third quarter. Guzman puts 2 fingers in the air, so gives a little handoff to Anderson. Left side to Bianco. Right wing Guzman. Couldn't get it to her. Talman at the elbow. Talman left-hand dribble, picks it up. Finds Anderson. Her left-hand layup's not going to go. The offense rebound put back good for Talman. Fading away as she goes over the top of Hill. And Talman has 6. Scored the last 4 for Ottawa, and they're within 8 at 43-35. In the lane, Amanda Hill. Floater from 4 is no one there as she will connect. Amanda Hill has 20. As it's 45-35, Kansas Wesleyan, 2:47 left third quarter. Both teams starting to find their offensive feel here in the second half. Guzman, right side Anderson, trying to go down low to Talman, can't get it to her. Guzman thinks about the 3. They'll throw it down low to Vaughn. Vaughn to Talman. Can Talman go over the top? She can and scores. That's 6 straight for Jill Talman. She's got 8 on the night. And again, Ottawa responds down by 8, 45-37. But she is giving Kelsey Hens all kinds of problems. Has that 6'2 frame. And she is really getting inside. Hens now on the other side looking to score and does as Talman was shuffling her feet. As she stays still, she probably gets better position. As these 2 bigs go back and forth. 47-37, 2 minutes left in the third. Anderson from straight away works left side out to Bianco. Ottawa again trying to overload that side. Talman from the free throw line in the corner. Anderson after the dish from Guzman. It's just off the mark. Offensive rebound pulled down by Talman. And now they're going to call a jump ball as Talman had possession. It's going to stay with Ottawa, but it cost them the possession arrow. 4 subs coming in for the Coyotes, as that will be Ricks, Kayla Hill, Emily Rink, and Peyton Whaler. Grizzle returns for Ottawa, along with Maddie McAvoy. Inbound inside, Grizzle's there. Ottawa can't hang on to the ball, though. Hill with the steal for the Coyotes, and Mariba out of transition. Mariba in the lane takes the free throw line jumper good. And she just stops mid-stride, pulls up, and the Coyotes tie their largest lead of the game at 12, 49-37. 1:30 left in the third quarter. McAvoy. Out to Bianco. Back to McAvoy. Free throw line finds Grizzle. Grizzle working on Hill. Working in the lane. She'll leave it for Anderson. Right hand layup. Stays on the rim. No good offensive board though by Talman. Talman loses the handle. She goes to the floor. No whistle. I mean, it feels a lot like we're out on the blacktop right now, how much these officials are letting it go. And Ottawa now 2-on-1 the other way after the miss from the Coyotes. Right left-hand layup from Anderson's good. Ottawa within 10 at 49-39. Only 10 total fouls with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. And I don't know what Talman has to do to try and earn a foul right now. Mariba left wing. Up top to Rank, or make that Ricks. Back to Mariba. Cross court to Barakov. Back to Ricks. Left side Mariba. Elbow jumper good. It's just ball movement that time. Catching a tired Ottawa team out of position and hitting that one was Gabby Mariba. My apologies, that is actually Emily Rank, her first bucket of the night as it's 51-39 Coyotes. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds remain in the third. Bianco. Left side for McAvoy. Inside to Grizzle. Grizzle works inside and she's going to be called for the double dribble, but that ball was knocked out of her hands. With 5.4 to go, Ottawa commits their 12th turnover. Only had 5 turnovers at halftime, and they've turned it over 7 times in the third. 5.4 left in the third quarter, clock running. Mariba into the front court, 2 seconds left. 1 second left, left-hand layup off the glass, no good. And that does it for the third quarter as Ottawa trails 51-39 at the end of 3. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
When it comes to medication, help with Medicare, orthotic footwear, delivery, or just taking care of a refill, your health is our priority at Kramer Pharmacy. Stop in today at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 9 to 2.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Braves down 12 as we look to start the fourth quarter. Braves outscored 19-12 in the third, committed 7 turnovers. Ottawa shooting just 29% from the field. Kansas Wesleyan at 44%. Ottawa is leading the rebounding edge, 32-31, and have 17 offensive rebounds tonight. Same players that left the floor in the third or in to start the fourth. Talman trying to, they're going to call a foul this time as Hens goes baseline. Talman can't earn one on the offensive side, but as she got a piece of that ball as Hens back to the foul line. Kelsey Hens pretty quiet in that third, in the first 2 quarters, but able to get on the score sheet in the third as she now has 8 points, chance to get into double figures as she makes the first one. Largest deficit now for Ottawa of the evening as they trail 52-39. Second is good as Ottawa goes down by 14 in the fourth quarter as Coyotes show a full court press. Inbounds finds Anderson. Anderson's going to be trapped there, goes back to McAvoy. McAvoy trying to cross half, finally does, and Anderson loses the ball off of her leg and out of bounds for the turnover. Getting her hand in there for the Coyotes was Emily Rank. Turnover number 13 on Ottawa. They had 5 turnovers at halftime, but the Coyotes have stepped up the defensive pressure here in the second half. Pass inside, Amanda Hill off the glass scores. Just slashing to the left block, and For a player that shoots such a high percentage, you just can't leave her that open. She's got 22. McAvoy, right side Anderson. Ottawa down by 16. Grizzle from the foul line will attack, works her way to the short corner. Here's Bianco with a long two. It's long, and a rebound by the Coyotes with 9 minutes to play in the game. A 55-39 lead for Kansas Wesleyan. Ottawa's lost 7 straight, 5 in this building. Lob inside to Hins, double team, finds her partner Amanda Hill. Back up top to Marie, but looked like she double dribbled. Instead, she makes a 10-footer. And it's an 18-point deficit. This quarter started, Ottawa down by 12. Coyotes on a 6-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Ottawa, to see how many timeouts. They have 3 timeouts left. Bianco for 3 on the wing, well off, misses everything. Defensive board for Kansas Wesleyan. As Ottawa in danger of going down by 20 with a make here. Rank on the right wing. Up top. And it will find the hands of Ricks. Left side. That pass is tipped and stolen away. McAvoy got a piece of it into the hands of Grizzle. Here's Bianco, had McAvoy all alone in the lane, just never saw her. Pass in the corner to Anderson. Up top to Talman. Pass inside to Grizzle, back to Talman. Beautiful ball movement in. Talman too strong with the right hand, but I like the passing there from Ottawa. Good look there from Talman. Off the dish from Grizzle. 3-pointer in the corner from Hill is no good. Ball's loose. I don't know what else Haley Anderson has to do to earn an over-the-back call today. Head coach Tarnisha Scott fighting for her 5'7" junior right now, and the officials not happy, but Anderson was actually working back towards the Kansas Wesleyan bench with the box out the whole way. Actually, it boxed out the Kansas Wesleyan Coyote player all the way to the bench, and somehow not an over the back. Mariva's inbound. Out to Hill. Up top into the hands of Ricks with 7:37 to go. 3-pointer from Hill on the wing, good. And it's a 21-point deficit for Ottawa as they're down 60-39. 7:27 to go in the game. Coyotes on a 9-0 run to start the fourth quarter. As Ottawa takes the timeout. With 3 of them now down to 2 remaining. As we will wait to see if it is a 30 or a full. Ottawa looking like they're going to sit down. We'll go ahead and take a full. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Taking every precaution because bringing your vehicle in for repair shouldn't make you worry about your health. We offer contact-free drop-off of your vehicle and we'll return it cleaned and sanitized. Call 242-8916 CarStar. Stay safe and relax. We'll take it from here.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
60-39 Kansas Wesleyan. They've gone on a 9-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Ottawa down by 21. Guzman into the game now for the Braves. Out to McAvoy. Lob inside to Vaughn. Vaughn in the lane trying to step through, can't. Now use the left hand. The lid is on the basket right now for the Braves. Cannot get anything to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Kansas Wesleyan out on the break, 3-on-2. In the corner to Hill. Another 3 from Amanda Hill, good. The lead up to 24 as Amanda Hill has 28. And Coyotes lead at 63-39 with 6:45 to go in the game. Ottawa's been held scoreless for well over 5 minutes, and finally a whistle here in the fourth quarter. That is the first whistle and foul called on the Coyotes of the second half. 6 total team fouls on Kansas Wesleyan, 6 on Ottawa for the game. Sends Maddie McAvoy to the line for 2. McAvoy with 8 points, has not scored in the second half. We'll see Haley Anderson into the game for Jordan Bianco. McAvoy 0 for 1 from the foul line, but she hits that one to get Ottawa to 40 points at 63-40. McAvoy looking to be the second Brave into double figures, and she is. She hits both. Ottawa at 63-41. Ottawa's going to take a 30-second timeout with 6:40 remaining and trailing 63-41 to K-Dub. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Being helpful is what Arvest Bank is all about, and part of being helpful is listening to our customers, which is why Arvest Go, our mobile app, was recently certified by J.D. Power for providing an outstanding mobile banking experience. You can easily pay friends, securely lock and unlock your cards, deposit checks, pay bills, and more. So download Arvest Go today. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Member FDIC. For J.D. Power 2020 certification info, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Ottawa trailing 63-41, 6:40 remaining here in Salina. As this game has motored through, it's only been an hour and 8 minutes since this game tipped off, and we have 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and now a whistle and a foul called on Ottawa as they tried a little bit of pressure. Alyssa Guzman's going to earn that foul, her first, team second of the fourth quarter. Kansas Wesleyan in the midst of a 12-2 run to start the fourth quarter. Inbound to Lamaya Ricks. Pass left side to Mariba. Out to Amanda Hill. Foul line extended. Up top, Mariba. Left-hand dribble for her. She'll work into the lane and back out. Hill left wing. Hens down low. Back to Hill. She'll take the jumper. It's good. And she's got 30 after that 6-foot jumper goes. And it's a 24-point deficit for the Braves. Ties their largest deficit of the night. Guzman, no look pass to Vaughn. Vaughn back out to McAvoy. Three-pointer from straight away from McAvoy, no good. Rebound for the Coyotes. Ottawa, 5 of 14 from 3, 17 of 61 overall, just over 28%. Mariba, 5:40 remaining, as it's 65-41. Free throw line jumper, good. As knocking that one down is Emily Rank. Braves find themselves down by 26. 5:25 to go, fourth quarter. McAvoy right-hand dribble, gets in the lane, kicks it left side to Anderson, knocked out of bounds by Hens. Into the game for Ottawa will be Mariah Grizzle. She'll check in for Jill Tellman. McAvoy to inbound to the right of the Ottawa basket, trailing by 26. Braves have 21 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds finds Vaughn. She'll take the 8-footer, looks to bank it off the glass. No good. Ball's tipped in the air. Grizzle has it. She'll get her offensive rebound, kick it out to Vaughn. Vaughn, right-hand dribble. Inside to Grizzle, back out to Guzman. She'll take the 3. It's long. Rebound by the Coyotes. 5 minutes left. 67-41, Kansas Wesleyan. Pass inside to Hens, who had to come and get it, and able to find herself open on the left block and lays it in. Ottawa down by 28. Grizzle inside to McAvoy, and she's fouled on the baseline, as that will go on Emily Rink. Her second personal, third team foul of the fourth quarter. Inbound to McAvoy, finds Grizzle, trying to catch Kansas Wesleyan sleeping, and does. As she works her way into the lane, uses the right hand and banks it off the glass from 4 feet. Grizzle with 6. As it's 69-43, another jumper from Rank from the elbow, hits front rim, rebound by Anderson. The Coyotes now shooting 47% from the field. They are 24 of 51. Anderson, left side to Guzman, in the corner to McAvoy. Down low, they'll go to Grizzle. She'll work on Hens. Her shot's blocked, but gets the body from Hens as she earns her third personal. Bianco will check in for Haley Anderson with 4:14 to go. Mariah Grizzle to shoot 2 free throws. She's got 6 points and 4 rebounds. As the senior from DeSoto, Kansas, makes the first. Braves have only gotten to the foul line 4 times. They are 3 of 4. Second on the way from Mariah is off the mark, and a rebound for Amanda Hill and the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes, leading 69-44. 4:08 to go. Mariba just in front of midcourt, and she will just hold it with 17 on the shot clock. Game clock under 4 minutes to go. Mariba goes baseline. Ottawa trying to get some help defense, but Mariba, her jumper from 4 feet is long. Vaughn continued to stack up the rebounds, and it's knocked out of bounds by Rank on that pass from Vaughn intended for Guzman. After tonight, Ottawa will play on Tuesday in a non-conference affair against Graceland. That one's scheduled for 5:30 p.m. from Wilson Fieldhouse. That game will not be on KOFO, but you can catch it at OttawaBraves.com. That ball's loose. Grizzle able to tip it back out. Finds Bianco in the right short corner. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn left open from 18 feet. Her jumper is good. Liz Vaughn with a mid-range game. Gets her 5th and 6th points of the night. She's got 6 points and 10 rebounds. Ball's loose. Vaughn's trying to get the steal, but it's taken back by Amanda Hill. Just in front of half court. Thought she was going to be called for over and back, but officials say otherwise. Instead, Grizzle gets the steal, and she's going to go 2-on-2 the other way. Mariah inside, left all alone. Right-hand layup is no good. Too many of those tonight for Ottawa. They have been outscored here in the fourth quarter, 18-7. 69-46 Coyotes, 2:54 to go, and a push-off and a foul called on the Braves. That is Ottawa's 3rd team foul. First personal on Bianco. Anderson returns with 2:53 to go, and Ottawa trailing by 23. We will see if we could get head coach Tarnisha Scott to join us at the end of this one. Be quite a trek to reach the mezzanine tonight. Hens inside, tries to go with the left hand, no good. Grizzle's right there, and of course Hens is all over her back and no whistle, and then Ottawa loses it out of bounds. Hens actually only with 2 fouls. I'm not sure how. Mariva left wing, works back to the middle of the floor with the right hand dribble. Right wing pass out to Ricks, the freshman from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. And a whistle and an offensive foul is going to be called on the Coyotes, as that'll go on Emily Rank. That's the 4th team foul, as she was working on Jordan Bianco and got a little bit of got the seal there, and then was actually called for the hook inside. Coyotes have outscored Ottawa 18-7 in the fourth quarter. This is only a 5-point deficit at halftime for Ottawa, but Kansas Wesleyan has stretched their lead out by as many as 28 on the night. It's at 23 right now. Here's Vaughn in the lane, steps through, left-hand layup's no good, gets their own rebound, putbacks good for Vaughn, who has 8 points and 11 rebounds, 2 points away from a double-double. Mariba crosses midcourt, keeps the dribble with the right hand with 2:03 remaining, and Ottawa down 69-48. As the Coyotes will send in their backups here in just a second as another whistle comes. 4th team foul on the Braves, and that goes on Haley Anderson, her 3rd. Anderson still the leading scorer for Ottawa with 13. Amanda Hill will check out of the game as she has 30 points. All kinds of subs here for the Coyotes. We will see Kaylee Hanslick, the sophomore guard from Wilson, Kansas, a transfer from Cloud County. Ball is loose at the end of that play, and then a push-off as McAvoy hits the floor hard at the end of that one, and we'll see who the foul goes on. McAvoy actually slapped the floor at the end of that one, thinking that foul was on her, and that actually goes against Lamaya Ricks, her 2nd personal. And McAvoy will go to the line for 2, as that's the 5th team foul. First time all night either team has gotten into the bonus, as McAvoy will shoot 2. Officials having a convention there near midcourt now decide that it is 2 free throws. Looks like Guzman is going to check in for McAvoy after the 2 free throws. Maddie's free throw good. McAvoy now with 11. Second in and out and back in. She will check out of the game for Alyssa Guzman. Ottawa down 69-50. They have actually scored 9 straight to get it within 19. They were down by 28 after that last time out and have gone on a 9-0 run. Another player in will be Lauren Brown, number 14, 5'7" junior from Wiley, Texas. Layup inside is going to go for Kayla Hill. It's 71-50 Coyotes, 1:35 to go. The next KCAC matchup for Ottawa will be next Friday at Oklahoma Wesleyan. That game currently scheduled for a 6 p.m. tip. Bianco left side, right side. Back to Guzman, down low. Ottawa will go to Mariah Grizzle. In the corner to Bianco for three. Off the front rim, offensive rebound by Haley Anderson. Step through, great hesitation. And the right-hand layup for Haley. She's got 15. 1:10 to go, 71-52 Coyotes. Sydney Barrett with the basketball now for Kansas Wesleyan, the 5'8 sophomore from Beloit. In the corner, attacking Kayla Hill, falls loose, and it's on the floor. Guzman fights for it. And a whistle, and it's actually going to be out of bounds. It'll go to Ottawa. There's 55.6 seconds remaining. 71-52 the lead for Wesleyan over Ottawa. Guzman to the middle of the floor. Inside she'll go to Grizzle. That ball's taken away as Hill actually had her arm wrapped around the back of Grizzle. Somehow no foul called. Brown in the corner for three. Good. As Lauren Brown gets on the score sheet for the Coyotes, leading by 22. 30 seconds to go. 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. That passes into a whole host of Coyotes, and it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Brown, and that's got to be a charge. It is, as that goes on Sydney Barrett. Ran right through the middle of Jordan Bianco. Sub for the Braves, as we'll see Jennifer Anthony check in for Alyssa Guzman. $20 seconds to go. Coyotes by 22. Bianco goes left and right. Ottawa has actually not made a three in this second half. They made all 5 in the first half. Tells a little bit of the story here in the second. Great 1-2 game there between Grizzle and Vaughn, as Grizzle had her shot blocked, but the body came that time from the Coyotes. So I believe that's going to go on number 23, Kayla Hanslick, her first personal. Ottawa already in the bonus. 1.7 remaining. Ottawa going to drop to 0-3 on the season, 0-2 in the KCAC. They will get ready to take on Graceland on Tuesday. Second on the way for Mariah Good with 1.7 remaining, and that's going to do it. As Ottawa falls by a final of 74-53 to the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes here in Salina. As Ottawa goes to 0-3 on the year, 0-2 in the KCAC. Kansas Wesleyan 2-0 in KCAC play, and 3-2 overall. We'll go and take a break. You've listened to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Okay, class, let's bump it up to 9.
Come on, Limu, keep pedaling. We got to build our endurance to let more people know that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Pick up the pace, bird legs.
Hey, don't talk to Limu like that.
I'm not, I'm talking to you.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Get a customized quote at libertymutual.com.
Today on Hey Culligan, better water, better food. Here's Gary in Chicago.
Hey Culligan, my water smells like a swimming pool and my hot dog tastes like one.
Sounds like your water comes with a little chlorine.
Chlorine?
You know, you could get a great for cooking water, delicious for drinking water Culligan reverse osmosis system.
Yeah, I'll take one of those and 2-3 more hot dogs.
No can do on the dogs, Gare, but one Culligan reverse osmosis system already on the way. Get started for as little as $10 a month for 6 months at participating Culligan dealers.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, Dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Welcome back to Mabee Arena in Salina, Kansas. The Ottawa University women's basketball team falls by a final of 74-53 to the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes, as the Braves go to 0-3 on the year, 0-2 in the KCAC. As we look at final stats, Ottawa 21 of 71 from the field for 29%, 5 of 16 from deep, and at half they were 5 of 10, so they went 0 of 6 in the second half. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Did finish with 37 rebounds, 20 offensive. 10 assists on 21 made baskets, 10 steals. Braves turned it over 15 times, had 1 block, and 9 total team fouls. Haley Anderson leads the way for Ottawa. She finishes with 15 on 6 of 17 shooting. Liz Vaughn finishes with 8 points and 12 boards. Mariah Grizzle, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Maddie McAvoy, 12 points, 3 assists for her. And other scores, Alyssa Guzman with 2, Jill Talman with 8 off the bench to go along with 3 rebounds. As Ottawa scores 53 points tonight, and they fall by a final of 74-53. Ottawa will we're going to actually go ahead and wrap this up, as Coach Scott and her team already headed back to the locker room. As Ottawa back in action on Tuesday, they'll take on Graceland, that one in Wilson Fieldhouse, as that one will tip off at 5:30 p.m. That game is not on KOFO. It will be on OttawaBraves.com, as Ottawa gets a non-conference matchup before they take on Oklahoma Wesleyan next Friday in Bartlesville. We will have the call for that one. Right now, that game is scheduled for 6 p.m. in Bartlesville. That could change, as things have changed throughout this season so far early on. Hopefully, we will see the Ottawa University men in action next Friday, if things hold the way they are right now. But if not, we will be in Bartlesville to call hopefully one game next Friday. I want to thank Larson Johnson for all his help today, and for all of you listening, I want to thank you for listening, as Ottawa does fall by a final of 74-53. I'm Casey Weeder. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. You've been listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves women's basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Arvest Bank, Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, and by Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, and the Ottawa Herald. For more information about our next OU Braves sports broadcast, visit the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO sports calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
News, weather, sports, and the best country all day long. 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.